Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Sorry. Actually, you know what? I was starting from the bottom, now we're here. Starting from the bottom, now we're here. Yeah. No point intended, but hey. If the shoe fits, wear it. The hell is this? Yeah, so welcome back to my channel. I just had to switch this song real quick. This is Time for Tea 144. If you're new here, my name is Monse. And if you're returning, like always, you're a real one. I appreciate you being here. Well, never mind. I was gonna put music, but I guess not. They just jacked my laptop. I know I look crazy with these damn eyebrows. But yeah, welcome back to my channel. Oh my goodness. Okay, hopefully no more interruptions. So I don't know where I left off, but this is I was gonna say my other channel's name. This is Time for Tea 144. If you're new here, my name is Monse, and if you're returning, like always, you're everyone. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate all of you being here. Okay, don't forget to hit the like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Okay. So I wasn't gonna do a video today. Okay, I wasn't gonna do nothing. I wasn't gonna make a video for this channel nor the other channel because I made one yesterday. And I made one for this channel like a day or two ago, I think. Something like that. So I was like, you know what? Let me chillax. And I feel like Spirit's been telling me to like, just chill. It's like I feel like Spirit's been telling me that everything's okay. That everything's gonna be okay. That I need to just like take a break. And when I mean take a break, I mean like take a break off everything. Like maybe if you want to lay in bed all day, then that's the thing to do. Like then that's the thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Like take a break. You want to be in bed all day and be lazy, then do that. Right? Because shit, we do so much throughout the day anyways. So, you know, when Spirit's like, all right, you need to relax, take a chill pill and do something with yourself. I feel like that was what was coming through for me today. Because, okay, so ever since well, let me just say this. I've been, the reads that I've been seeing have been saying that, have been advising that, right? Collectively, it's been advising that. Okay. Have been advising that. So, I was like, all right, let me just not, listen to reads today, or let me just give my babies my phone, because my kids are always asking for my phone and I'm always saying no, because I'm like, what's in the energy for today, you know? Like, I'll feel it myself and then I'll go and see somewhere else, you know, like a video to see, right? If, you know, for like confirmation or something like that. And then like I get caught up in that, and that's that. So today I feel like Spirit was like, man, didn't I tell you I have to sit down somewhere? Because I lost my phone, y'all. I've never, ever, and when I say never, I mean never have lost my phone. The only time I've lost my phone, and this is going to sound crazy, but this is what I believe, okay? This is what I know to be true. A couple years back, like 2011, 2010, around that time. I had a boyfriend, and I had the iPhone 5 at the time. Okay, it was the iPhone 5 times. Okay, so I had the iPhone 5, and we were about to leave to go eat, but I couldn't find the phone. And mind you, it was just us two, me and him. And I'm like side-eyeing this. I'm side-eyeing this motherfucker. Because I'm like, you got my phone? You know, because not to put his business out there like that. But I mean, oh well. He be doing shit like that. You know, like, for example, if you put your phone down and you're like, yes. When you come back, it ain't there no more because he done snatched it up. Like that. He be doing shit like that. So, ahora pues. So in my head, I'm like, what's that saying that says, dime, well, whatever. I guess never mind. Basically in my mind, I'm like, oh, you jacked my shit. You took my shit. Because I never found it. Like, never found that phone. I had to go get a new one. A brand new phone. And I was like, he would always tell me, like, stop looking at me like that. Stop looking at me like that. I didn't take your shit. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. But that was literally, like, the only time I've ever lost my phone, guys. And I lost my phone today. I found it, obviously, right, because I'm recording. But I found it in, like, the strangest place. It was behind my couch. My son put his scooter there yesterday to charge, right? And today I cleansed my home. I cleaned my house, head to toe, top to bottom, corner to corner, you know, whatever. Meanwhile, I was listening to a read, right? And so the read was over. And then another reading started. So I was like, what the hell? So I go to get my phone where I thought I had it, but it wasn't there. So I'm like, what the hell? And now I'm like, now my kids are looking for it. I'm looking for it. I'm like, where in the heck is this dang phone? Because I'm like, there's no way it grew legs and now it's walking somewhere and whatever the fuck, right? And then immediately, that was the first thing I thought about. Like, okay, Spirit, you want me to sit down somewhere? You want me to, like, maybe even take a break off of social media? Okay, social media meaning, because honestly, I'm not a poster. Does that make sense? Like, I'm not someone that posts every day or just, you know. I do have a TikTok, okay, but in that TikTok, I don't channel messages or anything like that. It's just goofy shit. It's just for entertainment purposes. It's just funny. It's just silly little shit what I be doing on TikTok. So, but I don't post like on Instagram, on Facebook. I even took off my Facebook, to be real. I have Snapchat, but I only use that shit for the filters. I guess what I'm trying to say, maybe you guys have been getting these, maybe in the readings that you guys have been seeing too, you are being told to rest, or you are being told to take a break from social media, whatever that looks like, right? Because I personally don't really feel like I need a break from social media because I'm not on it like that, if that makes sense. Like, again, like I said, I only go on when I'm about to make a video for you guys, or I'm listening to a reading, or I feel called to a certain type of video, but it's for information, you know, to find out more, if that makes sense, right? Like, if you are on this spiritual awakening, right, and the spiritual journey, that's what we do. To be honest, I feel like it's the first thing we do. We start like investigating, or like we're like Sherlock Holmes up in this bitch. just trying to put the pieces to the puzzle together, right? On why things happen the way they happen, or why things are happening the way they're happening. Because now I see a lot of like different stuff on my feed. And let me tell you, like, I hear readings like on a daily. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna be real with y'all, on a daily. Even though that I put my I do reads myself and things like that. Either way, I still go back. Because we're never done learning. Okay? I heard what did he say? I can't remember what he said. And I found it very interesting. But I didn't like the comment. So my son forced me to watch this Avengers movie yesterday. And in that Avengers movie, like, the evil guy said, knowledge is stupid. Or knowledge is for the weak. Or something like along those lines, right? And I was like, what the hell? I didn't like it because the way I look at it is like, the more knowledge we have, the more wisdom we gain, right? Or vice versa. Okay, so it's always good to be knowledgeable. Thank you, Spirit. It's always good to be knowledgeable about certain things. Because you can't be on here, right, talking out your ass. That's why, well, if some of you have gone over to my other channel, I've been saying it a lot, that I feel the urge to get on here and do a reading, but I don't do it because I still feel that the message is not fully realized yet. And then the following day, I'll get more things or visions that go with what I had envisioned the day before. And I'll put those two together, and then I'll go off and make my video. You know, so even though Spirit wants me to, like, pushes me to go out there and send that read, I don't do it because, again, like I said, it doesn't feel fully realized. Like, it feels like there's something still missing of that read. You know, it feels like something is still missing. So I'm like, no, there's something still missing. And lately, I've been talking a lot to my divine feminines. Like, I don't know what's going on with my divine feminines right now, but my divine feminines are in their power. They're in their strength. They ain't taking no bullshit. This is like, oh, this is your time. This is your era. This is your moments. Like, that's what I'm saying. I feel, you know what it's giving? And I'm not saying that we don't need them, okay? I'm not. Okay, because we all have a purpose. We all serve a purpose, okay? But this is giving, like, divine feminine, very independent. Divine feminine that don't need no man. Divine feminine that doesn't need nobody. The divine feminine that can stand on her own 2 feet. That doesn't need a guy to freaking survive, I guess, you know, how most people love to, like, label shit like that. You know, just like the man can survive without the female, I feel like the female can do just that. So when the male and the female, when the divine masculine, thank you, Spirit, when the divine masculine and the divine feminine do come together, it's not because they need each other. It's because they're being divinely guided to a sacred union, because they are meant to do something together. Them being together is going to serve a purpose for either people, the universe, the planet, whatever, right? Whatever the Most High has planned for them. Okay? It doesn't necessarily mean, because I know that some girls are going to be like, oh, hell no. I don't need a guy. I don't need this. I don't need no motherfucker to tell me what I can and cannot do. It's not about that. See, like, I feel like It's because I heard it. I felt that. Like, oh, hell no. I don't need no guy to tell me what to do, what I can and cannot do, to order me around, to boss me around. That's not the kind of divine masculine that you're getting. Maybe that was the energy when you were asleep, when you weren't on this journey. But the divine masculine coming in for my divine feminines, because I feel that right now a lot of divine masculine and divine feminines are gonna come together. I really do. I've been doing, like, again, I do love readings. I do, well, to be honest, I'm not gonna say I do love readings. I just do the reading based on what I'm feeling, what I've seen, and what I get from the energy, right? So, it doesn't feel that way. To be honest, what it feels like maybe the divine feminines had to have like their spiritual awakening before the male, right? Because divine feminines are a little bit more sensitive. They're more fragile. Thank you, Spirit. Not sensitive. They're more fragile. They're more fragile. They need to be handled with tender love and care. They need to be handled with tender love and care. Okay? And yes, we know that not motherfuckers that had us in their life took care of us with tender love and care. Okay? Yes, we know this. So therefore, you know, the male, the divine masculine coming your way, if that is something that you are interested in, is not like that. It's like, you know what I get? I get a divine masculine who, go ahead, baby, shine. I'll just sit back here. You do you. You walk this red carpet with your fine ass. That's what I get. I get a divine masculine like that. I get a divine masculine who's like gonna feed you grapes and play with your hair and caress you and just, oh, and I just heard let it happen. Let it happen. Because again, like I just heard, I don't need no man to tell me blah, blah, blah. You talk like that because no man has treated you the way I'm saying this divine masculine will. Nobody's giving you the respect, the loyalty, the love that you deserve. Okay? That you acquire. Thank you, Spirit. That you acquire. And I feel like a lot of divine masculines right now have awakened, have done the work, have healed, and now they're ready for their divine feminine. And it's, you know what I just saw? It's like I just heard the assembly line. And that just brings me to that movie, that Temptation movie. I don't know what the assembly line is, okay? But I just heard it. But what it's giving, it's like the divine feminines in a row, in a line. And they're just like, oh, here they come. All right, here come all the divine masculines. Girls, get ready, because here comes your masculine. They're on the way. I see him. They look this big, but I see him over there. They're coming. That's what it, hold on, guys. But yeah, so it's like, you see them coming. They're coming. They're coming. They are coming. And they are not coming to run the show, and they are not coming to play with your feelings or play with your heart or play with your emotions they're not coming for none of that. They're coming in again because you acquire somebody like this divine masculine. Okay, if you haven't checked out my last video on my other channel, it's specifically for a divine feminine. Oh, but I swear to God, when I was meditating before doing that video, I started crying. In the video, I cried twice. Okay, it was a very emotional one. I feel like a lot of my divine feminines are like exhausted. They're like exhausted. They're tired. It's almost like you've been traveling for so long and you had no water, no food, no rest. No, let me take a 20-minute break here. Like, no, you haven't had none of that. It's like you've been traveling from afar for so long. Ooh, and Spirit is showing me right now in the Queen, I think it's called the Queen of Moon. What is it called? The Queen of the Moon Oracle deck. In that card, I have a card of resilience. And in that card, there's a woman, but she's carrying the world on her back. Okay, she's like literally hunched over and she has a massive like ball of the world on her back. And she's climbing a mountain. And she's not letting that go though. You know what I'm saying? So again, it's giving that, yeah, my divine feminines have been very resilient. They haven't thrown in the towel. She like that image is, it's giving me that you were carrying the world on your back while you were climbing that mountain, and you made it to that mountain, to the very top of the mountain, and you didn't drop the world until you got to the very top, and you're already there. That's why you just like, you know, kind of energy. Like you just threw yourself on the floor. You were exhausted. Okay. I just want to say, good for you. Good for you for believing in your faith. Good for you for believing in yourself. Good for you for believing that and trusting. Thank you, Spirit, for believing and trusting. The whole time you were climbing that mountain, 2222 as I'm saying this, the whole time you were climbing that mountain, you didn't throw in the towel. You didn't complain. You weren't climbing that mountain bitching. No, you were climbing that mountain, but you were climbing that shit. And on the outside, thank you, Spirit. So Spirit is saying that on the outside, it didn't look like you were climbing that mountain. So like people around you were thinking like, oh yeah, look at Divine Feminine. You know, she out here looking this, looking that. She ain't got a care in the world. Meanwhile, you're carrying the whole world on your shoulders and you're climbing this mountain, right? But nobody knows, you know? Because when we go through tower moments and shit like this, it's like before the tower really, really falls, it's almost like we know how to... we have on the bottom of the deck, this one flipped over. I felt the need to read it. It says, have patience. Love is patient and kind always. I love that. And I feel like that's why you're gonna get it. Because you've been patient. You've been patiently waiting. Thank you, Spirit. You've been patiently waiting and now it's here. Whatever it is. Whatever it is. I feel like this is not necessarily like your divine masculine coming in, right? That's just what I've been picking up. But it can be a lot of things. Like whatever you've been manifesting. Let's say you've been manifesting a new job. Or a new house. Or love. Or a new car. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever you've been manifesting, that's what's coming in. Because you've been very resilient. You've been in your faith. I heard unwavering faith.
I love you, Mom.
Love you too. unwavering faith. Like, nobody, like, if somebody came up to you and told you, like, your faith, you have faith, you're stupid for having faith. Cool, thank you. Sorry. I appreciate that. And you kept it moving. You know what I'm saying? Because you knew. You're intuitive, right? You knew that you were going to make it out of that. So it didn't matter what anybody said. It didn't matter if, it didn't matter what anybody said. It didn't matter what anybody did. It didn't matter if they believed or didn't believe, or they laughed in your face when you said you did believe. None of that matters now. Because all those people now are like, is that divine feminine on top of the fucking mountain? Are you kidding? The hell? So now they're not gonna hate, right? Because you have faith, because you told them, oh, I'm gonna climb that shit. I'm gonna climb it, period. I'm gonna climb it, and nothing and nobody's gonna stop me. And they're like, okay, bitch, whatever. And you get there and they're like, so now if they were making fun of you for being in your face, not for being in your faith, now they're gonna make fun of you for getting there. You know, that's why it's always good to like pick and choose your battles. You know, because not everybody like deserves a reaction. They really don't. Okay, they really don't fucking deserve a reaction. Who gives a fuck? Honestly, at the end of the day, those are just haters, hating ass motherfuckers, hating ass hoes. So why are you gonna give somebody your energy like that? That's what they want, right? They want you to look crazy out here. They want you to be looking crazy out here. And when you don't give a fuck, and I mean that, when you don't give a rat's ass about what they're saying about you, if they're bippity boppity booing some shit, if they told your best friend that you were doing this, or they told your boyfriend or your girlfriend that you were this, that, and the other thing, and that's the reason why your boyfriend and your girlfriend left you. Rejection is protection, honey. Okay? If your boyfriend or girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever, left you because of some other bullshit some other motherfucker said, you didn't need that person anyways. Because that person should have believed you and what you got and what they got at home, right? Yeah, I saw your girlfriend making out with some dude or whatever. I don't know the guy, you know, because I really didn't get a look at his face, but I definitely saw your girlfriend, and it was your girlfriend. And here comes your boyfriend's dumbass. Oh, well, I'm going to break up with you because you cheated on me. And doesn't even ask you your side of the story. They just believe. Again, you don't need a motherfucker like that anyways. Okay, practice compassion. See things from a fresh perspective. It wasn't I just, thank you, Spirit. God, I love it when the cards confirm what I'm saying. It's just having compassion. Again, not everything needs your attention. Not everything needs your energy. Not everything, like, just have compassion for these people. You know, because they ain't got nothing better to do than to be hating on you. Okay. You can release them with love, with kindness, with compassion. Okay. It says, see things from a fresh perspective. Again, maybe before you were that type of person, right? You were that type of person, right? That they said, hi, how's your day? You're like, what the fuck you mean, how's my day? What do you mean? What are you trying to say? You know, like that. Maybe that's exaggerating, but you get the gist, right? So, because I feel like that is what tortures those people even more. You know, not giving them the attention that they're so desperately seeking from you. Because that's what it is. They hate on you so hard because they want that attention. Because they know it's over. Thank you, Spirit. Because they know it's over. Because they know it's over. Because they know you want nothing to do with them. Because you have taken your power back. You have called back your power. Okay? You have cut the cords, karmic contracts, whatever person, place, or thing that looks like for you. You have cut all that. And you have made it very clear that you want nothing to do with them. And you have set perfectly good boundaries. And as soon as one of them tries to like overstep those boundaries, you're like, I don't think so. That's when you can react. But again, react with compassion. It's not like, motherfucker, what you think you're doing stepping over my boundaries? No. It's kind of like, I told you, I said it nicely, right? That I do not want nothing to do with you. So please respect that. Because I mean it. It's not a joke. I want nothing to do with you. God bless. Okay? What we got going on, Spirit? What's up?
Have you heard of a gator?
An alligator? Hold on, guys. Yeah, because if I'm picking up on my divine feminines again, I'm getting like, this is past, back to what you love. Reevaluate your desires. Yeah, go back to what you know, what you love. Maybe, again, my divine feminines, or in general, okay? Because there is no gender in tarot or anything like that. So this is just what I'm picking up. If you're a male, a divine masculine, and you're watching this video and you resonate with it, good. Good. I'm happy. I'm glad.
Here.
Okay, you'll be fine. So maybe when you were in a situation, right? You put away your dreams, you put away your aspirations, you put away Spirit is literally showing me a drawer. Like you put away your creativity in a drawer. That's what I'm seeing. Like somebody I just saw somebody opening a drawer and putting stuff away and closing it. So that's what you put away, everything. You put away your aspirations, your dreams, your creativity, the things that you wanted to do. Maybe you wanted to, I don't know, start a business with food. And because, I don't know, your whack-ass sibling told you, like, hell nah, bitch, you barely even know how to cook. How the hell you gonna be selling food out here? Like, hell nah. You know what I mean? Like that. So it's time to reevaluate your desires. What is it that you desire? What do you want? What do you want? What do you desire? Or maybe, yeah, definitely focused on that. Stop focusing maybe so much on these people. Stop entertaining these people. And to be honest, like the less you talk to them, the better you're going to feel. 33. The better you're going to feel. And eventually, they won't even enter your mind. Because they won't. I'm going to tell you like this. I was married for 7 years. And he left this house in September of last year. And I'm not going to lie, yes, the first couple of months, all I did was cry. Because I'm like, how could you? What the? Now, I don't even think about him. I do not think about him. I don't even think about him in a way where I'm like cussing him out in my head. Nope. No. Because I worked so hard for it not to be that way. I cut cords. I healed. I worked hard on my healing with spirit. So therefore, if this person shows up or pops into my head, I'm like, the hell am I doing thinking about you? Next, I'll start doing something else. So I won't even acknowledge the thought. So then why would I even acknowledge the person? Right? Ask for help. What do you really need? Be willing to accept support. Again, thank you, Spirit. Didn't I say that? Hearing a divine feminine say, well, I don't need no divine masculine. I don't need no man telling me what to do, how to do. It's not that. This divine masculine is not, or these people, whoever's coming in for you. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be like somebody that shows up into your life and then all of a sudden they become like the best friend that you never knew you needed. Okay? So I know that because you've been working so hard on yourself, you're probably in like Miss Independent mode. Okay? But there is nothing wrong with receiving a helping hand from someone. 555. Embrace the change. Embrace the change. Because maybe you've been independent all your life, right? So asking for help is like, do I really want to do that? And we got never mind. It says, listen with your heart. You are listening but need to hear with a loving heart. Okay. I don't know why I felt guided to use these cards. I normally use this deck when I do like my love readings and whatnot, but I like this deck because I feel like it's called the it's called Whispers of Love is what it's called. Okay. Whispers of Love Oracle deck. But I feel like that's what it's for, to teach us more on how to be more kind, how to be more loving, how to be you guys can be seeing butterflies, birds, squirrels, what is that? Feathers. If you are, those are your ancestors. So think about what you're doing in that moment. You see these animals. Or what you thought about. Like, for example, right? If you just got home and you're about to set foot inside your house and you're like, I'm about to put the kids, I'm going to put the babies a movie and give them some popcorn. I'm going to make my YouTube video right now. And then you see like a butterfly. It's like your guardian angel. It's like your ancestors. Like, yep. That's exactly what you should do. It's like inspiration. Thank you, Spirit. It's inspiring. It's inspiring to do so. Alright, final messages here. It says new love. Embrace an opportunity for love in your work, prospects, or for spiritual growth. And didn't I just say that? Thank you, Spirit. It doesn't have to be a love interest, okay? It doesn't have to be that. But I mean, that is on the table as well. But it doesn't have to be that. So embrace the opportunities that are coming your way. Embrace the people that are coming your way. And this is the number 26 card, which reduces to an 8. Okay, and I have been seeing the infinity sign a lot. 888, 808, 811. Like, if you've been seeing 888, this is definitely your message. So embrace it. Embrace the change. Embrace the love that's coming your way. Embrace the spiritual growth that you have, that you're on. Look, have faith. Trust your faith in this situation. Look at that. And more butterflies. And didn't I just say if you've been seeing butterflies? More butterflies. Definitely, keep an open mind, keep an open heart, okay? Just always try to do things from a loving place, okay? Don't always be ready to shoot to kill, okay? Not everybody's out to get you. That's another thing too, and I just heard that. Not everybody's out to get you, okay? You already know now. Okay, you already know now. You already know what the red flags look like. You have use your discernment. Go within if you're unsure. This is the Oracle, the deck, by the way, guys, if you were interested. But yeah, go within. Ask spirit, ask your angels, ask your ancestors if you're unsure about something. And that's about it. You don't have to react to anything. Okay, you don't have to react to nothing. And if a divine masculine is coming your way, come back to this video and punch it in the comments, okay? Don't forget to hit the like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys later. Adios.